After working for 10 years at the Trump Organization and having risen steadily through the ranks there, I think it's safe to say that I've learned a few things about what it takes to make a great company. I often find myself thinking about this question when on the rare occasion that I get any time off of work, I try to take a walk around the Trump National Golf Club in New York, which has been transformed over the 10 years I've been working there on the property. Every man-made detail imposed on the terrain has been put there to complement as opposed to suppress the natural elements. The steps up to the tee box are carved from old granite blocks. Along the borders and perimeter of the course, handmade stone walls have been assembled from hand-cut native stone, quarried from the grounds. Every stone, every steel or glass object has been carefully sculpted, shaped, forged, or chiseled to evoke not just the natural grandeur of the site, but also the great golf courses of the past. All of this handiwork has been painstakingly executed with one goal in mind: to build a monument that will last not one lifetime, but many lifetimes. Like all other Trump properties around the world, Trump National has been built to last. Whenever I'm asked by viewers and others how to select a great company to join, I present my answer in two parts. Select a company that has been, or better yet, is being built to last. Select a company that will bring out the best in you, where you will last. In my experience, companies that do a good job at achieving the first goal also do a good job at achieving the second. When good organizations find good managers and employees, they do everything they can to keep them. As every human resource person knows, how do you keep a good employee? You give them room to grow. One of the best things about working for a company that keeps hold of its employees for years is that you get to see the long-term plans you have been working on when you start through to fruition. I now, just about every day, get to see the result of my now 10-year institution, that the once run-down property, in the right hands, become one of the greatest resorts in the world. I also tell people whenever I get a chance, when looking for a great company to join, don't look for the easy way out. Look for obstacles and challenges to tackle, as opposed to a safe, secure path. Look for situations that will compel you outside your comfort zone and will test your spirit and build up your strength. Top-flight organizations bring out the best people, brings out their aspects, skills, talents, and traits they never knew they had until they were exposed to these extreme situations. When I talk about anticipating your next move, it's important to keep in mind that what you're doing today should be building the muscles and honing the skills to take on those more challenging tasks tomorrow. The great thing about great companies is they don't let you sit idle, even for a second, even if times you're tempted to coast. And I think we've all been tempted to coast at one time or another. Either through strong motivation from a boss or powerful competition from within the team, high-performance organizations push you forward with a force that most ordinary people find impossible to resist. And that is the force that takes ordinary people and turns them into extraordinary people. And those are the companies you want to join and be a part of. And that's the sort of people that you want to work with and live with. Succeeding at work and succeeding at life are not really about getting that raise or next promotion, getting that next job, that title or bonus, or even a pat on the back from your boss. The real mark of success comes when you take on difficult tasks that you're not sure you can handle, and you do it again and again until it feels very natural, which in turn provides you with the confidence to tackle the next challenge in your path. Kipling said it best: if you can dream and not make your dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those imposters just the same. He reminds us that it is great to dream, but dreams are not enough. You've got to develop a dream that fits your nature and your capabilities. I've often been asked where I intend to go from here. The short answer is that I count myself very fortunate not to have to go anywhere. So thank you very much for your time, and it is always a pleasure coming back to this forum.
What can we say? You did us proud.
Very inspiring to hear the real story behind the TV show, and it really was. The Apprentice. Now we know you were the apprentice too. So that's great. And one thing we just want to tell you, the book, which Janet held up, this book is not in the bookstore yet. We are actually, because Carolyn was speaking here today, the publisher arranged for copies to be sent to Women's Leadership Exchange, so you will all have an opportunity to buy a copy before it's out there. So I just wanted to mention that. We feel very honored that we were really the first ones to release that. Okay, is it my turn to speak?
Yeah, it's always your turn to speak. Speak away.
Okay.